Testing. Can y'all hear me, chat? Testing. Can y'all hear me, chat? All right, I think we're in the ballpark. Let's see what happens. See about getting this tweeted out. So I had to play with some settings like I've been doing since I got this PC. Try to retweet it to see if we can get some steam on this stream. All right, but bro, can you hear me pretty good? Because if that's the case, then I only got 16 hours. Bro, okay, word. Appreciate you letting me know. Yeah, I only got 8 more hours than you got last week, and that's because I took a vacation. But I apologize for the technical difficulties, man. This is a learning curve. This is a learning process, so just bear with me, y'all. I guess anyone who watches this channel, the growing pains happen as far as getting used to this stuff together. So your input is much appreciated. But anyway, my main goal with this stream was to test out, and I think I created a new slide to where we can watch tournament footage together or a live footage together, and I can kind of give some insight on offline gameplay and people's mindsets and the environment. You know, let's see. So what I'm doing right now is trying to, for anyone interested in like ukiyo play, I want to, give them my insight. Uh, am I the best ukiyo? I don't know about that. But am I a formidable ukiyo? Hands down. I believe that without a doubt. So I feel like I can give somewhat of some insight, and you just take it for what it is. Let's see. I'm tweeting right now. But my time is limited. So if you're here, you're here. And we're going to get into it here shortly. Okay. So what I'm about to do is try to go to the next slide. Oh, but before I do that, I'll kind of give another brief introduction. I think the one before got muted. You guys couldn't really hear me. So I am a Samsho player from NC, North Carolina. Um, I always wanted to get into Samsho, even at a earlier age or earlier stage of gaming, but I never really had a means to get the older games that were released. So when Samsho 2019 came out, a lot of the homies was talking about it, and it like piqued my interest again to play it, give it a shot. So I did that. There was a point uh, I was a Genjiro main, and it's not because of any kind of patches or nothing like that, but I was a Genjiro main, but it was feeling like the same as other games when I was playing him. So I actually wanted to put the game down at one point, but then I decided to give Ukyo a shot because I'd seen a little bit of his gameplay, and there's a couple qualities about him that I liked, but I didn't pursue him at first. I just went to like straight comfort zone with Genjiro, who's like a Shoto, like Ken from Street Fighter. So I just went to the comfort zone, and then once I branched out and discovered Ukyo, I started having way more fun with the game, and I started to understand fighting games better in general, to be honest. Or at least that's how I feel. So once I discovered how to play Ukyo, I actually grew in other games too, and just gained a better sense of awareness when I played these games. So anywho, time went on, COVID hit, Samsho got stuffed. Samsho got stuffed by COVID because the online was terrible. I was there for Ronin Rumbles. I didn't really make it far in Ronin Rumbles because not just bad online, but I was still growing. Um, my first offline Sam Show experience, I got third. I got third place at my first Sam Show offline tournament. So that gave me, some fire. That ignited me. That let me know I'm just two spots away from first. I could probably make first if I keep playing the game and get stronger at it. But I didn't get to do that quite yet until because of COVID. But long story short, I started getting a lot of W's in Sam Show. Started winning locals, defeated some rivals that played that game as much as I did, at least to my knowledge, and started to beat them or him. But KIT was my first event where I had to travel and take family alongside with me, and I felt good going to the event. When I got there to play, um, I felt good, but once I got on stage under the lights, like I'm about to show you all, it was a little bit different. It was a little hard to get into that mode, that feeling, and that's another reason why I wanted to do this stream, so other people who venture to offline can know that they're not the only ones who felt like they couldn't. They got into their element, but not like 100%. This is from a person who, I'm very active with my family, very active with physical activities. So to get offline and then to make it to the big stage where you're in top eights and when you're on stream, it's a little it could be overwhelming if you let it. Some people can handle it better than others, but everyone can handle it. I feel you just have to get enough experience doing it. and then you'll grow to a level where it's like it doesn't matter if you're offline or online, you're gonna react the same. You're gonna feel like I don't care who's in front of me, and I feel like that's what makes a champion. So I'm about to press play on the YouTube vid, and I'll just do commentary and my thoughts and why I made the decisions that I made. Um, and yeah, we'll just go from there.
Mortal Kombat, Tekken.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice game, like
Multiverses. That's yeah, the multiverses tournaments that are coming
that's
right
happening right now and tomorrow. Multiverses.
here. Man, I have not played that game yet. I need to go download that, free to play.
Yeah, man, it's
How's the YouTube volume? Is that too loud, or how do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the chat, please.
you know, I do not dislike arena fighters. They're just not my preference.
Same.
But I have heard nothing but good things about multiverses. I know the developers are taking competitive play into heavy consideration as they work on the game.
So you got the great
And so,
online and then like heavy consideration.
I'm all for it, man. Who doesn't want to hear Tom and Jerry's
Man,
screams
yeah,
and,
I mean, that's I think one of the best parts about it is you got like Scooby-Doo characters. Like, I'm a big Hanna-Barbera fan and like that sort of stuff.
It's the depth of the roster. It's like they're
thinking about like all the
All right, so fun. So here's a fact. The headphones that I have on, only one side was working. Only one side was working. So I thought to myself, like, I want to hear the game and I want to react, you know, because at home I hear everything. But for some odd reason, on my side, only one side was working. I think it was the left side. So I was just trying to, as you see me taking a deep breath here and trying to clear my mental. That's exactly what I was trying to do. I was just trying to listen hard for some cues and try to play like I'm at home. But it did like kind of irk me that only one side was working.
properties where they could be.
Exactly.
Like, you could have anything.
And Peterix is no slouch.
It's about the only people that could give Nintendo a run for their money as far as licenses and properties in a crossover like that.
I mean, WBE, they got AEW, so maybe they get Kenny Omega in the game or something
So
like that.
if you hold on, let me.
So
I'm gonna click
this is an interesting
back.
matchup. We got Pteryx, who is your
I do not dislike arena fighters. They're just not my
I
preference.
messed up.
But I have heard
here.
nothing but good things about multiverses. I know the developers are taking competitive play into heavy consideration as they work on the game.
So you got the great
so,
online and then like heavy consideration.
I'm all for it, man. Who doesn't want to hear Tom and Jerry's screams and
I mean,
so
that's I think one of the best parts about it is you got like
it up, right? We got
Scooby-Doo characters.
You see me looking at
like
my
I'm a big Hanna-Barbera fan and like that sort of stuff.
It's the
you
depth of
see
the
me
roster.
throw up
It's like
weight.
they're
thinking about like all
why.
the properties where they could be.
Exactly.
Like, you could have anything.
It's about the only people
I'm
that
trying
can
to focus,
give,
trying to get my
Nintendo
element.
a run
I'm
for
looking
their
at my
money
stick.
As far as
I noticed something.
I mean,
Right there.
WB,
You saw me put
they
my
got,
finger.
they got AEW.
Boom. You saw me throw up the weight. So I don't know when this happened. My stick was set on PS3. It needed to be on PS4. My stick is compatible with PS3 also. And somehow it got switched to PS3. So I know when you change that mid-match, it will make it lag. It will make your stick lag. It was better to like reset the whole, like if I did that at home, I would reset my whole PlayStation. Yeah, I would reset my whole PlayStation and put it on PS4. So that was already like a that was already clouding my mind. So you're gonna see here that we reset the game.
In the game or something like that. So this is an interesting matchup. We got Pteryx, who is your 2020 champion, I think. Very strong.
From Arkansas, yeah, that's one of the homies.
And Janosuke, a very like new to me, a very like hype player, very like strong, very positive attitude. He seems awesome.
Excellent.
I mean, they're both awesome, but like, plays Ukyo and is I watched him play in pools, like very strong with the execution for the Tsubame Geist.
Oh yeah, the instant.
Very strong move, but it's you know, the tiger knee motion, the half circle forward tiger knee slash, and if you mess that up, you're gonna get punished really hard.
Yeah,
so
super hard.
So people always give me props on my execution.
So
I appreciate that. To me, that's just half the battle. You still gotta, you know, you gotta have execution and you gotta have a good mindset to play Ukyo.
There's a high execution ceiling for this character,
Yep.
and Jinosuke really kind of wants to put that on display. It's very flashy when he's landing all that stuff.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but Pteryx, like, I'm glad that he's showing so strongly. You know, I haven't really seen him much since 2020.
Yeah, yeah, he's been kind of low key. I know the homie Max Ninja goes to a lot of the Arkansas events and links up with him out there. But yeah, I know he's been strong in this game the entire time.
Yeah. All right, here we go. And that's going to be the big hallmark here. Yoshitora has that multi-hitting, like, jumping move.
Yes.
So he can get you, like, locked in your block animation.
So
now,
I was trying to see what he was about.
To just defend and, like, guard cancel.
Right.
Oh, there it is. A big whiff
Testing
there.
him too early.
Tsubame Geist. Like, it's like, you know, he really is kind of like like on death's edge right here every time he goes for that. It's a very, like, punishable move.
There it is.
That dash, the dash goes there. Sick.
Right there, I probably should have 5B'd heavy
Slowing
slash.
it down a little bit.
Got more damage
Pteryx
out of
knows
that
he's got a bit of a
situation.
life lead, doesn't have to go ham. I think maybe
So,
Pteryx
right
at this
there-
point is kind of looking for those mistakes.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Right there, when I Tsubame, so when Yoshi does his jump C, and you see the animation of the multiple swords, it's actually active for a pretty good while, even into his landing frames. So usually, you know, in my regular comfort zone, even if I anticipated it a little late, if you look at my mouse, as long as he's about right here, if he's about right there, I could still Tsubame him, and it'll still, like, count. Like, he won't count as landing yet. He'll still count as airborne, like, really low. But my reactions were not where they needed to be in the moment of him doing that. So that's why I threw that Tsubame and then just opened up all kinds of damage for him, because I just was not in my element.
Yeah, it's like kind of letting him,
Because he doesn't have to push, he doesn't have to pressure, you know. And,
So I'm trying to bounce back from that.
Pteryx is just tends to block, see if he whiffs the Tsubame or if it's a punishable block. 15 seconds left. Kenosuke has threaded the needle a little bit. Nice Tsubame.
Ooh, not a lot of time.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that Ukyo is a really kind of a knockdown-oriented character. Like, Tsubame knocks down, and he's got the strong slide.
Okay.
But when you start getting into that countdown, you got your opponents that would be, like, content to just, like, I'll take that tiny bit of damage and be, like, out of the game for, like, 3 or 4 seconds.
Right.
And that
That
kind of
right
adds
there.
up. There we go. Correctly guesses 3 slides.
I didn't get the micro walk, like the micro dash. Shout out, all my Ukyo dudes know what's up. I didn't get it at all. Like, I just didn't get the micro dash, and that's why the heavy shadow slash whiffed. And he just interrupted it and did WFT.
And immediately gets that weapon back. Kenosuke looks for the
instant Tsubame to punish the spot dodge.
Spot dodge is good against a lot of some of Ukyo's. Ooh, and that's the rage enhanced Tsubame guys.
Yeah,
so almost a punish there. Lots of damage.
EX version. So to
Oh,
speak.
wow.
I should have did
a
a heavy slash there.
But Pteryx has weapon flip ready
5B
to go.
heavy slash. I should have. Would have got more damage than Tsubame, but I was
Gets
just
the
trying to
cross up there.
compensate for my mistakes.
Running cross up.
And there you go, right there. See how active the jump C is? I just Tsubame it. Like, it traded, but I was already in the green.
Why is the pillow square?
I'm
Alright,
glad you
let's
asked.
get this
This
ad.
is Jay, inventor of the pillow cube, and this is.
Have a bigger punish.
Maybe if he's got weapon flip, he's got something a little better.
So
I
he
think
got me
that,
right
like,
there. A good
range-enhanced,
recoil punish.
Tsubame might be better than the,
That's something I'm
like,
taking
medium
into my
slash
next
into heavy.
offline. Yeah,
Okay, immediately
he was just gonna do
does
too
not
much
want to take
damage
all
there.
that damage.
That would have been a
Big
lot.
damage
So
for
I'm
the
trying to make
Tsubame.
some.
Like, Genosuke, oh my
Yes,
gosh.
sir.
Genosuke is not really looking for Isen right here. He's looking to pressure with this other stuff going on.
So I spot dodged because I figured he would burst too.
Huge damage.
But nope.
And Genosuke's not
He
going to
just
have
took
Rage
advantage
Explode.
of damage.
Has run out of gas here. Has a lot of uphill
Round
to climb.
and up.
Terex, there's a throw. Rage Explode at least gets the Rage Explode. But that, I mean, at this point, you could get chipped out here.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous situation. Konosuke.
I should have Tsubame that
All
recoil.
right.
Still got him.
I mean, one interaction at a time. Oh, wow. I thought that was going to be it. Another Tsubame.
It is getting
It's anyone's
very
game here.
dangerous.
And there's a DP.
That DP,
Terex
bro.
bets it all on the DP, pays off.
Oh
Up
man,
on the
that
board
DP was like, he bet it all. He was right. I was pressing too many buttons, man.
Now, I know that he's
So
got a
I do
different
want to say
character,
this.
But I know that, like, you know, he's
Cause my one of my brother-in-laws was like watching this with me, and he was like, "Man, you look pissed." I'm not pissed, right? I'm not pissed. It's a different kind of focus, man. It's like I know better than that. I'm not. I mean, yeah, I'm agitated, but I'm not upset with him. I'm like, I know that I could have responded better than that. Why can't I get in my zone? And you know, that's how it is under the lights. But let's not take away from the fact Peter is a great Yoshi, and I had not played a Yoshi as good as him in a while before I came to KIT. Not coping, but it's been a minute. You know, I was like, damn, bro's good. Like, he's not brainlessly jump seeing at me like every other Yoshi that I've played up until this time is doing. So, you know, it required a little bit more thought process. Shout out to American Werewolf in London. Let's get it.
feels. Oh, he's going to character select. So, you know,
Could be giving
it's.
himself some time.
I mean, Ukyo is a character that's very stylish, and you can tell that it's a very, like, you know, a character that he expresses himself through. But, like, the
Bro,
pressure
everybody
here
thinks
is
that I'm
popping.
pissed.
Yeah. To consistently
But
execute.
Or he
I'm
could
not.
be- yeah, he just
I'm
wanted
not
to
pissed.
breathe.
I
There we
promise
go.
you.
All
I'm
right,
just
all
like.
right, there you go.
I'm
That's
just.
right.
I'm just trying to focus. Like,
You came
it's so
with Ukyo
hard to
the
get in my
dance. Please
element
dance
I
with
respect.
Ukyo.
I
Yeah.
respect
in this
taking a
situation.
moment,
Like, I'm
man.
trying to
If
feel
you're
like how I
getting- if you're
feel
getting heightened, if it's
when
a
I'm
close
grooving.
match,
You know.
give yourself that second, man.
Especially since it was so, it was so close. It really could have gone either way. You don't want to, like,
The
let
commentators
that,
are
like,
feeling it
regret
too.
or that
Like, it's
mistake
kind of like,
really, like,
Yeah.
haunt you through the
Yeah.
next set.
Take
you
a
know,
moment, take
it was a
inventory
close
of
set.
Hey,
It's
think
just,
back through
I
it.
think
Okay,
if I would
but
have
don't and then forget
presented a
about
little
it.
bit more
Yeah,
patience,
yeah,
I probably
because
could
Yeah,
have
it's
nothing
beat
you
him.
past.
can do
It's
about
ancient
it now.
history.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters is this match right now
Oh,
was
man,
going
that
for, like,
a
that was
See-
committing to a heavy slash.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He said, I got that thing on.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been awesome if it hit. I would have been
Right.
feeling myself for sure if I had
Oh,
done
yeah.
that at open. I'm like, yeah.
His chest was all the way out.
All
Yeah,
right,
he
nice,
started going off.
Overhead there.
Ooh, there it is.
Going for that heavy slash. Usually not the best button to commit with.
Yeah.
but he's really
So
going
all
for
right,
it.
right there, right there.
Oh my god.
That mine effed me so hard, bruh. So like, when he does that, let's see. When Yoshi whiffs that move, and by whiff, I mean like miss. I'm gonna show
Yeah,
you.
because
Yeah,
there's
it's
nothing
past.
you can
It's
do about it
ancient
now.
history.
Yeah.
I was like,
The only thing that matters is this
no
match right
other
now.
Yoshi has ever done this
Going
to
for
me.
like that was
That's a fact,
committing to a
like-
heavy slash.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna get to the part.
He said, I got that thing on.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been awesome if it hit. I would have been
Right.
feeling myself for sure if I had
Oh,
done
yeah.
that at open. I'm like, yeah.
His chest was all the way out.
All right, nice overhead there.
Ooh, there it is.
Boom,
Going for that
boom. Y'all saw that? So I flipped out. And you saw when I flipped out, the 5C was still active, right? So that's a guaranteed punch for heavy shadow slash. So what this man did was, I don't know, he just read me. he did it at a distance where my heavy shadow slash would be blockable, and no other Yoshi's done that to me before, and that's when he got SSM off, and that kind of screwed me up.
Heavy slash usually not
show
the
you.
best button to
Right
commit
there,
with,
right
but he's
there.
really going for it here.
Boom, I went heavy. See that?
Oh my
Bruh.
gosh, what if he was just
I
trying
was-
to bait
I ain't gonna
into
lie,
that?
when that happened,
And
I almost
as
forgot where I
Terrence
was.
with
I
the
was like,
the
what
super
is going
special
on here?
And has the 7th sword on deck, but doesn't need it. Is gonna clear this one out.
Yikes.
Maybe that
Very
was
well done.
maybe that was mental conditioning, 100%.
Yeah, it was.
Terrence,
This
impressive
dude,
here.
This dude different.
You know, you see that your opponent had to take time and like baiting him into another mistake right there.
Man.
Really smart stuff.
Now let's see how Janosuke
Yeah.
adapts.
Yeah,
man,
it's
because
another-
that was
another
a
match.
big mental blow. Yeah.
Yeah, it
And we
was.
just
The
got done
commentators
talking
are right.
about, you know, big plays
There
like
I
that.
go,
Have-
doing my
having to have a
AAs.
selective memory.
2 or 3 Sabames is all it took. But
Did I
my
take that?
goodness.
Yeah,
What
I had to
no
take that.
rage
My life
explode
was
there.
too
I thought
high.
maybe he would
Nah.
because he wanted to hold on to this weapon.
They thought I was gonna rage
Oh,
explode.
dodge.
Ain't no way.
Uh-oh, that's going to be some chip damage.
He's
Yeah.
gonna run
I
up,
got the shield.
slide. No, okay, he's able to pick up the weapon here. All right,
was smart.
Genosuke gets away, has his weapon back.
I'm just pot shotting at this
Terrence,
point.
is he trying to use the
Yeah.
I don't know if he can
I tried to get some damage off that.
punish.
That was the heavy Sabame.
oh, and that's
I
a
had
throw.
to
It's gotta
pop.
be a
I
rage
had
explode right
to.
there.
That was going to be brown bread.
Right. Terrence wants to hold on to this.
Boom.
Ooh, Isen! Looking for it,
No
found
Yeah.
it.
time wasted.
I was just
So we
waiting
are
for them.
still-
I ain't
we're
even
still
gonna lie.
alive
They
here.
knew.
Good thing he was able to catch that
Commentators
out
knew.
because now it's gone forever.
I got out.
Yeah.
I got out with that back dash.
I mean, you
That
gotta do
helped
what you
me.
gotta do.
Exactly.
There we go.
But he's still got
That's
SSM
another
on the
thing,
table,
which y'all
right?
just
Yes,
saw
he
me
does.
do. Which y'all just saw me do. That the grab into 5B heavy slash. Let's see. I'm gonna show y'all something.
Ooh, Isen! Looking for it,
No
found it.
time wasted.
So we are still alive here.
Good thing he was able to cash that out because now it's gone forever.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, you
I'm
gotta do
chilling
what you
right.
gotta
Boom,
do.
boom.
There we go.
That grab. Yo, the micro dash offline. So, where am I? I'm 49, 33. All right, so now I know. Go back, 49, 27. Okay, right here. There's a look closely. The micro dash. For some reason, offline, my timing was not right when I did it. Like in other sets, and not just at KIT, in other sessions of offline games for Samsho. That's something that I have to do a little bit faster offline.
Forever.
So
Yep.
you're gonna see me.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta
Boom,
do.
grab
There we
it.
go.
There's a slight micro walk
But
forward.
he's still got SSM on the table, right?
Yes, he does.
Boom.
Yeah.
All right. Sabame trade, but I'm happy
So
with
great,
it.
deflect into that. I mean,
Too
you
late
basically-
again.
Yeah, no rage.
I
explode here.
reacted too
Has to
late
take this.
again.
Man, that is
He
a
was able to get
chunk.
his weapon back with kind of. There we go. Paterix was ready for the. He tried to go for the same thing.
Yeah, we spot dodged that
to
grab.
avoid the throw.
Yep, and that's I
He
messed
missed
up.
picking up the weapon initially, so he got tagged trying to pick
did
it up the
get
second
punished,
time.
Yup, Harry was right. Harry was right.
Patience was the
that
virtue
a
there.
Punish. Nice. Very well
Janosuke,
done.
Paterix over Janosuke.
I
That was a
I
great
Hail
set.
Married that one. I Hail Married that last Tsubame
All right, hopefully they know that it's going to be
because
Sinister
I
X
missed the
and back.
weapon pickup and it just wasn't I just wasn't where I needed to be.
An extension of
But,
my mind.
anywho.
I can take notes, create folders, man.
Add intent next.
Yeah. I'm talking to him about it and I'm telling him everything
So
I'm telling
everyone
you
out in the
guys.
chat's doing good,
And
man. I'm
he's
keeping an
like
eye on y'all over
realizing
here.
that too.
Yeah.
I saw. You almost.
So what y'all
threw me
don't
off.
know is my family was in the background, but yeah. So that's what happened with those matches. Let's see. Yeah, so that's what happened with those matches. When I went to my major in KIT, I feel like I mean every competitor I guess feels this way, but You know, I made it to top eight. I feel like I could have performed obviously better, but the thing is, you have to kind of stay up on certain matchups if you're gonna be seriously competing in any type of fighting game offline. The key is to just you don't have to overplay, especially in a game like Samurai Showdown. You don't have to overplay, but you do kind of have to stay a little up on your matchups um, and your punishes. If you can do that, yeah, you'll go far, especially in a game like this. But yeah, man, I'm gonna do more things like this and stream more gameplay. Hopefully, we're in a position this weekend to stream a tournament. We're in Vortex Gallery. Um, we're gonna be playing in the Vortex Gallery Samurai Showdown tournament this weekend. So if you guys enjoyed what you saw today, you can come through and check that out as well. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Those are my KIT 2022 observations and thoughts. It's not really super in depth. I mean, you can go back and watch the footage yourself at NYC Furby Productions on YouTube. You could just see that I made nervous mistakes. That's how I feel. I feel pretty good in the Yoshi matchup now, but I will admit the match against Peterix actually ignited the flame for me to stay more aware in that matchup, for obvious reasons. But thank you guys. I'm gonna get ready to lead y'all out. Thanks for tuning in.